The following is a list of most ballet steps, plus some extra people and things a ballet person should know. The list is in alphabetical order. Adage, a movement using slow musical tempo, or the music itself. Ado, with the back, any step or pose with the back showing to the audience. A terre, on the ground. A la seconde, to the side. Any steps with the working leg extended to the side. Allegro, a movement to a brisk, lively tempo. Allonger, to lengthen or extend. Aplomb, having the body be centered and well balanced. Arabesque, to the back, usually meaning with the leg lifted to the back. Arrondi, rounded. Assembler, to assemble, the assembling movement from one leg to two legs. Attitude, leg raised and knee bent. Avant, to the front. Balancer, the rocking step. Ballet, a specialized form of theatrical dance having its own technique, movements, traditions, and vocabulary. Classical stresses form, line, and technique, while romantic tells a story using dance to portray meaning and emotion. Ballerina, a female dancer. Balançoire, the swinging or seesaw step. Ballon, to bounce, as in jumping, or any movement with a bouncing, resilient quality. Balloter, the bounding motion, jumping with a weight change each time. Bar, a railing, usually made of wood, used as a support during a ballet lesson warm-up. Ballonnet, ball-like, also to bounce. Battement, a kicking motion of the leg. Grand and petit battement and battement frappé. Batterie, jumps performed with a beating of the legs. Battu, to embellish a movement with a small, precise beating leg. Basque, from the Basque region of France. Bras, the arms, also meaning any movement with the arms. Beauchamp, Pierre, the first person to codify the art of ballet. Blasi, Carlo, the first to develop a structure of a ballet class. Bourrée, the stuffed step, linking many small steps together. Briser, to break or to shatter, as in a traveling beating step. Also, briser volet. Cabriole, the goat leap, beating one leg against the other. Cecchetti, Enrico, devised a method of teaching ballet still in use today. Chaîné turns, a chain of turns linked together. Chassé, the chasing step. Changement, to change, usually in a jump. Choreographer, a person who composes dances. En cloche, a bell-like swinging motion. Contretemps, a complication or offbeat rhythm of dance steps. Corps de ballet, the body of the ballet company, the main group. Coup de pied and sur le coup de pied, the neck of the foot. Couper, to cut, the cutting step. Croiser, one leg crossing in front of the other. Danseur, the male dancer. Danseuse, the female dancer. Décoté, to the side. Dégager, the disengaging step or the action of disengaging. Dedans, inward or going from the back to the front. Dehors, outward, going from the front to the back. Demi, half, demi-plie, a small half bending of the knees. Demi-point, on half point, heels up, toes and balls of the feet on the floor. Demi-contretemps, the half off beat step or linking steps. Demi-détourné, a half turn with a relevé. Derrière, behind or to the back. Dessous, under. Dessus, over. Devant, to the front. Développer, the unfolding or developing movement. Divertissement, a small diversion or small dance in itself. Downstage, facing directly towards the audience when standing on stage. Also, upstage, stage right, and stage left. Écarté, to spread wide or to separate or to move apart. Échapper, the escaping step. Effacer, to hold open while presenting as little of the surface as possible. Élancer, to shoot, dart, bound, or spring. Emboîter, precise and quick transfers of weight under the body line. En arrière, a phrase denoting movement traveling backwards. En avant, a phrase denoting traveling forward. En cloche, a bell-like swinging of the leg. En l'air, in the air. En croix, a movement in the form of a cross or crosswise. En face, a description of the body facing downstage. En manège, the merry-go-round, a phrase used to describe a series of steps or turns done in a circular path. En tournant, an action performing while turning. Envelopper, the opposite of développer. Étendre, to stretch. Entrechat, a step in which the legs beat together rapidly. Épaulement, the placement and correctness of the upper body. Failli, to narrowly miss, jumping off 2 feet, landing on one, and then sliding or stepping. Fermer, an action which finishes in a closed position. Flick-flack, splish-splash. Fondue, the melting or blending step. Fouetter, to whip or a whipping action. Frapper, the striking motion. The French school, ballet as we know it, originated in France, where Louis XIV founded the Royal Academy of Dance in 1661. The French method stresses grace, charm, and elegance rather than technical virtuosity. Gargulade, an embellished form of pas de chat. Glissade, the gliding motion. Gigue, a quick, lively dance originating from a Scottish and Irish jig. Grand jeté, a large throwing or leaping movement. Grand plié, a full bend of the knees over the toes. Grand battement, a strong kicking motion of the leg. The Italian school, founded by Carlo Blasi, who helped extend the use of anatomical principles to develop the body into a dance instrument. Blasi taught Giovanni Lapri, who taught Enrico Cicchetti. Jazz dance, like jazz music, developed by African Americans, adopted by Euro-Americans in the 1920s. Jazz dance had its origins from African dance techniques. Jambe, leg. Jeté, the throwing step, a jump from one leg and landing on the other. Gene Kelly, born 1912, actor, dancer, choreographer, and movie director. Methods of ballet, the three primary methods: French, Italian, Russian. Ouvert, opened. Pater, on the ground. Pas, to step. Pas de basque, the step of the Basque, from native folk dance. Pas de bourrée, the step of the bourrée, a French folk dance step. Pas de chat, step of the cat. Pas de cheval, step of the horse. Pas de deux, a dance with two persons. Passer, passing the leg from one place to another. Petite, small or short, as in petit battement sur le coup de pied. Piqué, a pricking movement. Pirouette, the spinning motion. Plié, a bending motion of the legs. Sur les points, on the toes or on the ends of the toes, the full point position. Porte-bras, the movement of the arms. Positions of the head: erect, inclined, lowered, turned, raised. Promenade, a slow walking or revolving motion. Relevé, a quick lifting motion. Retiré, a pose with one toe at the knee of the other leg. Reverence, to bow at the end of class to show respect and give thanks to the teacher. Rond de jambe, a circling motion of the leg. Variations would include rond de jambe à terre, grand rond de jambe, and rond de jambe en l'air. Royale, in a jump, to beat the calves together before changing. The Russian school, started in 1738 by Charles Lepic. It copied every available source, then molded it into its own form. Saut de basque, a jump of the basque, a turning, traveling leap. Sauter, any jump landing in the same position. À la seconde, to the side. Serré, close and compact motions. Sisson, a jump from two legs to one. Soubresaut, a jump landing in the same position. Soucieux, a springing motion to point or half point. Soutenu, a turning on both feet. Spotting, using the eyes and head during turns. Sur le point, to the full point, all the way up on full point. Tendu, to stretch the foot with the toe on the floor. Temps, time or beat, a movement of certain duration. Temps de flèche, a jump performed with arrow-like quality. Temps de poisson, the fish leap, to jump keeping the feet in a closed fifth position. Temps lié, linking movements incorporating weight transfers. Tomber, a jump transferring the weight from one leg to another. Tour, a turn of the body. Tour jeté, a turning leap, also called grand jeté en tournant. Tour chaîné, also chaîné turns. Tutu, a theatrical skirt worn by female dancers. Vaganova, Agrippina, devised a method of teaching ballet that was named after her. Voler, to fly or a flying-like movement. You can help us get the word out. Give us a like, subscribe, follow, and share.